Emily had always believed marriage would be her safe place, the one corner of the world where she would feel seen. For years in, she realized it was more of a quiet coexistence than a partnership. Ryan was charming when they met, full of promises and warmth, but somewhere along the way his attention drifted. These days his life revolved around deadlines, client dinners, and endless phone calls. She would try to draw him back, cooking his favorite meals, suggesting weekend trips, even dressing up just to spark the spark again. But his smiles were thin, his responses short, his mind always elsewhere. He forgot their anniversary last month, claiming he'd been buried in work. He didn't notice the bouquet she bought herself to soften the sting. Nights were the hardest, lying beside him while he scrolled on his phone, eyes never meeting hers, as if her presence was background noise. She told friends things were fine, hiding the truth behind a rehearsed smile, because admitting the truth felt like surrender. Still deep inside, the loneliness was loud, pulsing in every heartbeat. She began to wonder if love was meant to fade like this, or if she'd simply chosen someone incapable of giving her what she needed most. Joining the online writing group had felt like nothing more than a way to distract herself from the emptiness at home, a place to share stories and maybe find a little inspiration. She didn't expect to meet someone like Alex. He was different from the start, warm, attentive, and genuinely interested in what she had to say. When he read her first piece, he didn't just say it was good. He asked why she wrote it, what the words meant to her, as if her thoughts mattered. Their conversations spilled beyond the group, drifting into private messages where they talked about books, childhood dreams, and the little quirks of life most people overlook. Alex noticed things no one else did. When she seemed tired, when her replies were slower, when her mood shifted. He asked, he listened, and he remembered. She found herself smiling at his messages, feeling a flicker of warmth she hadn't felt in years. The connection was easy, natural, and dangerously comforting. She told herself it was harmless, that having someone to talk to didn't mean anything more. But somewhere in the quiet of those late-night exchanges, she knew a line was forming, and each conversation brought her closer to crossing it. Weeks of messages built a rhythm between them, a closeness that felt as natural as breathing. And when Alex mentioned he would be in her city for a work trip, she didn't hesitate to agree to meet. She told herself it was just friendship, yet she spent extra time choosing her words, her clothes, even her perfume. Seeing him in person was disarming. His presence carried the same warmth she'd felt through the screen, only deeper, more tangible. Conversation flowed without pause, each laugh pulling her closer to something she couldn't name out loud. Time slipped by unnoticed until the walk back, where their shoulders brushed and silence grew heavier than words. A sudden shift in the air made her pulse quicken, and when his hand reached to brush a drop of rain from her face, her breath caught. The kiss was tentative at first, like both were testing the edge of what was allowed, but it deepened quickly, unspoken longing spilling out all at once. When they finally pulled apart, the gravity of what had just happened sank in. She had stepped over the line she'd been circling for weeks, and the rush of it was matched only by the guilt now settling in her chest. The days after left her caught between two worlds.